as ye think not the Son of Man coming. Like the Apostle Gabar said, I watched this video twice actually. Okay, and that guy wasn't ready. It looked like he doesn't have his beard anymore. I know if you was in the old school, you definitely had a beard. Right? So the beard is gone. You're not ready, man. Let's say Tyson, right? Tyson came back and he fought Roy Jones. He wasn't ready to fight nobody currently. Nobody that's constantly been in the gym. He wasn't ready to fight nobody that's been fighting 3-4 times a year. He wasn't ready for that. He had to fight someone else that had a big layoff. Right? So yeah, you was a dog in the 90s. But you ain't fucking with no current fighter who's still in the gym faithfully, who's still dedicated to the craft, eating clean, right? Living a wholesome lifestyle as far as health is concerned. Right? As good as Mike Tyson is, he couldn't fuck with none of these young bucks. Right? And really, this is a spiritual thing. So the apostles, they go back, starting with Apostle Tahar, he goes back to the 80s. But he has not stopped since. He still remains active. Right? He's still out there week in and week out. Still putting up lessons and reading and studying and watching every single day. So us newer guys, we wouldn't be able to fuck with him in the spirit. Sakari can't fuck with him. He thinks Apostle Tahar, the apostles, right? Apostle Tahar, you should just take a step down and let me. Nigga, you're not ready. You're not fucking ready, dude. Deacon Akash, second in command versus second in command. You can't fuck with the Apostle Gabar. And this is through the spirit. You can't fuck with them. Apostle Rakah, Apostle Ramlab, the bishops, you can't fuck with them, man. They never stopped. They never took no breaks. They've been laboring. That's why we give them double honors. All right? It says give double honors to the elders that rule well, especially they that labor in the faith, roughly paraphrasing. They never stopped laboring, okay? But anyways, this is Matthew chapter 24 and verse 45. It says, who then is a faithful and wise servant. This is what we hope to be. Faithful and wise servants. Who his Lord hath made ruler over his household to give them meat in due season. So I want to get that word faithful. Salakia. So that word faithful goes to the Greek word
Strong's G 4103 pistos.
Pistos. Trusty, faithful, of persons who show themselves faithful in the transaction of business, the execution of commands, and the discharge of official duties. And we are commanded to remain faithful, to continue to serve the Lord. One who kept his plighted faith worthy of trust, but he didn't keep his faith. That can be relied on, but he can be relied on. In the New Testament, one who trusts in Yahweh's promises. He didn't trust the Lord's promise. He trusted in what the men was teaching him. Or he trusted in the men, because if you trust in what was being taught to you, would have continued in that. Because just because some of those men fell out, or some of those men is back in the spiritual realm, does not negate what they were teaching. Okay? Majority of what I'm teaching right now is from those men. Alright? Which is the elders of our apostles, whom we know and love. Right? So he was putting his trust in those men, and since those men are no longer around, he hit the back door. He went back into the world. He went back to being black, right? It says, one who is convinced that Yahweh Shai has been raised from the dead. And if you're fully persuaded and fully convinced that Yahweh Shai has been raised from the dead, you would continue to serve him. Understanding that if he's been raised for the dead, he's definitely coming back to get what is his. It says, one who has become convinced that Yahushua is the Messiah and the author of salvation. Okay, so that's it on that. So if we're faithful, we're going to walk knowing that the Lord is returning. Regardless, man. I thought the Lord was going to come the first year I came into the truth. I was 18 years old. I thought the Lord was going to come that summer. Right? The next year after that, I thought the Lord was going to come that year. And the year after that, and the year after that, and the year after that, all the way until now. Right? I believe that the Lord can come this year. If we're here next year, I hope to have that same faith. The Lord is on his way regardless of what year it is, man. He's on his way. I'm trying to be ready. Okay? It says, Matthew chapter 24 and verse 46. Blessed is that servant whom his Lord, when he cometh, shall find so doing. Blessed is the servant whom when the Lord comes is still serving him. Is still faithful. In the book of Luke, the 15th chapter, it says, nevertheless, when the Lord comes, shall we find faith on earth. Okay? He's looking for the ones that are faithful, the ones that follow him whithersoever he goeth. Verily I say unto you, that he shall make him ruler over all his goods. He's going to make us a ruler over the earth. The meek shall inherit the earth and all things that are therein. I need that. Right? So you got, let me see, 30 minutes in. You got men that's focused on becoming the best that they can be. Right? Making businesses. Having, I'm talking about men in the world, right? The whole manosphere. That's what they're promoting. You need to get your bread up. You need to get your money up. You need to increase in value and status in this world, though. Right? The status that's going to be given to us is higher than anything that you can achieve in this life. The value that's going to be given to us is higher than anything that you can achieve in this life. And this life is almost over. This world is almost over. This society is coming to an end. That dollar that you're focused on increasing so that you can get some stinky ass bitches. That's the value of it is declining. Okay, these assets that you're trying to obtain, and these the land and what's the word? The property that you're trying to acquire. That's all about to get burnt up. But what we're gonna receive. Adonam Ratazah, we endure unto the end, and we're those faithful and wise servants. What we're going to receive is eternal. We're going to have immortal bodies. This is what we believe in. All right? This is what's written. See, everything that's going on in the world is happening because it's written. So you can call us crazy because we believe in immortality. We believe in us changing out of these bodies into incorruptible bodies because it is written. But everything else that's happening in the earth is happening because it is written. All right? So also us getting this great glorious salvation, that's going to happen because it's written. Us getting them new bodies, that's going to happen because it is written. All right? It says, verily I say unto you that he shall make him ruler over all his goods. Rulers. All right? Floyd Mayweather, he ain't no ruler. He ain't no king. He got some bread. He got some money. He got 30 cars. He got $1 million watch. What is that? To a ruler. To a God. Right? To a joint heir with Yahushua Mashiach. See, we got our mentality outside of this world, man. We're not from this fucking place. This vile ass. We're from above. Right? You people, you got thoughts from below. Right? The way you think is because the indoctrinations of Esau, the devil that the Bible speaks of. It says, but and if that evil servant shall say in his heart, my Lord delayeth this coming. Oh, he ain't coming 2000. Right? He delayed this coming. Or more recently, right? Because I wasn't in diapers in 2000. A nigga knew how to pee. Right? I was in kindergarten. Right? preschool, kindergarten, or whatever. But we have an example of that recently with this 2019 doctrine, right? The 400 years fulfilled. Everybody in 2019 was talking about that. That was a stumbling block onto some men, right? Now where are they at now? They thought the Lord was going to come in 2019. Now they're probably Muslim, right? It says, and shall begin to smite his fellow servants and to eat and drink with the drunken, right? Going back into the world. The Lord of that servant shall come in a day when he looketh not for him, and in an hour that he is not aware of, and shall cut him asunder, and appoint him his portion with the hypocrites. There shall be weeping and gnashing of teeth. Your house is going to be overthrown. Your house is going to be broken up. There's going to be weeping and gnashing of teeth, right? So let's go into the next chapter. This is Matthew chapter 25 and verse 10. It says, and while they went to buy the bridegroom, so this is going into the wise virgins and the foolish virgins. Okay? We're trying to be the wise virgins. The wise and faithful servants. It says, and while they went to buy, the bridegroom came, Yahushua. Right? While you was focused on your own life, Yahushua is going to come in a day that you were unaware. And they that were ready went in with him to the marriage, and the doors were shut. The ones that was ready, the ones that was serving him, the ones that remained faithful. Right? For time's sake, I'm going to jump down. This is Matthew chapter 25 and verse 13. Watch therefore, for ye know neither the day nor the hour when the Son of Man cometh. For the kingdom of heaven is as a man traveling into a far country, who calleth his own servants and delivereth unto them goods. And unto one he gave 5 talents, to another 2, and to another 1, and to every man according to his several ability, and straightway took his journey. So we getting this knowledge, we've all received talents. Okay? We ought to do something with them talents. We ought to do something with that gift. It says, neglect not the gift that has been given unto you, as I quoted earlier. It says a man's gift maketh room for him. So if you neglect that gift and you stop serving the Lord and you stop being active in this ministry, then we're going to read about you. Verse 16, then he that had received the 5 talents went and traded with the same, and made them other 5 talents. He went and traded. He went and worked, right? He went and labored. He went and produced. It says, I ordained you to bring forth fruit. And likewise, he that had received 2, he also gained other 2. But he that had received 1 went and digged in the earth and hid his Lord's money. That's what Buddy was doing. Digged it for the past 20 years, right? 22 years, 20 years, right? Past couple decades, his talent's been in the earth, hidden. Not producing anything. It says, but he that had received 1 went and digged in the earth and hid his Lord's money. After a long time, it's about endurance. This is a marathon, not no sprint. Okay? It's a 12 round. It's a 15. This one of them old round. This is one of them old boxing matches, man. It's going 15 rounds. Okay? But we in them championship rounds, man. Them last couple rounds. Okay, so if you know that this is about to be a 15-round fight, you're not in the first round, you're not going to blow your load, throwing everything that you got, right? You're going to pace yourself. First couple rounds, you to jab, feint, use your footwork, right? Use your defense. Let him gas himself out. The point is, you're looking for the 15, you're looking to go 15 rounds. Matter of fact, you're looking at, like boxers say, I'm ready. Nowadays, it's 12 rounds, right? Championship fights, 12 rounds. So, a boxer who's in good shape and who's dedicated to his craft, he said, I'm ready to go 15 rounds. I'm ready to go 20 rounds. At the end of a 12-round fight, there's some fighters, I'm fresh still. We can fight a whole nother 12. That has to be our mentality when it comes to this fight of faith. All right? I don't get tired, okay? It says, Matthew chapter 25 and verse, got a couple minutes. Matthew chapter 25 and verse 19. After a long time, the Lord of those servants cometh and reckoneth with them. And so he that had received 5 talents came and brought other 5 talents, saying, Lord, thou deliverest unto me 5 talents. Behold, I have gained beside them 5 talents. His Lord said unto him, Well done, thou good and faithful servant. I need to hear that. Thou hast been faithful over a few things. I will make thee ruler over many cities, over many things. Enter thou into the joy of thy Lord. And another gospel says, I'll make you a ruler over many cities. Okay. Floyd ain't ruling no cities. Where's the Mayweather city? Where's the Floyd city? Right? The city of Floyd, where he make the rules, where he make the laws. He ain't got that. Right? It says, his Lord said unto him, I read that. Verse 22, he also that had received 2 talents came and said, Lord, thou deliverest unto me 2 talents. Behold, I have gained 2 other talents beside them. His Lord said unto him, Well done, good and faithful servant. Thou hast been faithful over a few things. I will make thee ruler over many things. Enter thou into the joy of thy Lord. I'm trying to enter into the joy of our Lord, Yahweh Shai Mashiach. Then he which had received the 1 talent came and said, Lord, I knew thee, that thou art an hard man, reaping where thou hast not sown, excuses, just nothing but excuses, and gathering where thou hast not strawed. And I was afraid, and went and hid thy talent in the earth. Lo, there thou hast that it is thine. His Lord answered and said unto him, Thou wicked and slothful servant. So we want to be a wise and faithful servant, not a wicked and slothful servant. Thou wicked and slothful servant, thou knewest that I reap where I sowed not, and gather where I have not strawed. Thou oughtest therefore to have put my money to the exchangers. And then at my coming I should have received mine own with usury. Take therefore the talent from him, and give unto him which had 10 talents. For unto every, and that's the point, man. All right. Verse 30, it says, Cast ye the unprofitable servant into outer darkness. There shall be weeping and gnashing of teeth. Yahweh Basham Yahweh Shai. We had a time. All right. Double honors to the apostles and the elders. Shalom to all the faith.